Check, check, check. Alright, so today we are going to be flying from uh, Montauk, and then we are going to be hitting the Wallab waypoint, and then flying down the Hudson River corridor, or the special area, or special flight rules area. So we're gonna fly down the corridor to Tickle. We're gonna stay out of the Class Bravo. Um, Hit the RBV, the VOR, my bad. Then we'll probably come north. W05, which is Gettysburg, and then work our way up. I don't know where that came from, to Allegheny County. So we're kind of off about 403 nautical miles, a speed of around 200 knots. I don't know how far we'll make it today, but that's the plan. So I've already got my flight plan into my iPad, so we're going to turn all this off. But we are going to get the chocks off, the window cover off. We'll go ahead and open the door. Open the window. And then we'll go through our startup procedure. Weight and balance. We have full fuel. We refueled when we landed last night. 175, which is how much I weigh. About 100 pounds of bags. So that's checked. Static elements disabled. Cabin door closed, but we're gonna leave it open. All switches off. Battery on. Alternator on. Nav lights on. Fuel selector, we'll bring that to left. Cow flaps open. Gear handle down. Gear position indicator down. Circuit breakers checked in. So we'll go to the before start. Beacon lights, we bring those on. Parking brake is set. Mixture, we put that into rich. Prop full forward, throttle full open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull throttle back to idle. Clear. Push a good start. Bring our RPMs to about 1,000. Oil pressure in the green. Gyros on. Manifold pressure check. Fuel flow check. So we'll go back alt test. That's working. We'll bring our avionics on. Altimeter, I'm not for sure what it is. I'm gonna have to look real quick. It is going to be 3012 today. So 301, right about there. 3012. Actually, or that's gonna be about right there. Circuit breakers all checked in. So taxi, I'm gonna get a door shut, window closed. Taxi wheel brake set. flaps, bring those down to half. Flight controls, left, right, or there's left, there's right. We'll go right rudder, left rudder, up, down. Trim set for takeoff, taxi light, bring that on. We are on Vatsim again today, which we will be for the whole trip. So 122.8, switch that over. Currently, New York Center and Boston Center is not online, I don't think. We shouldn't have to talk to him anyways, but it's always nice to be able to listen. Okay. New York Center is going to be on. That is going to be on 125.325. So we'll be able to listen to that coming into the airspace. But for now, we'll stay on advisory. So switch our run up checklist, and we'll do that when we get to the end of the runway. We're going to pull our parking brake off, and then I got to find a windsock because there isn't a automated weather station here at Montauk. And there's a random van racing us down the taxiway. There's one. Okay. So about the same winds as last night, so we have to taxi all the way down the runway. And go back through this trusty trusty runway light. Since we are on Vatsim, squawking VFR and switch that over to altitude. And if I remember correctly, it is runway 24 that we're going to be using. I was just making sure my throttle was connected. So we are going to point our nose into the wind today. Do a run up, and then we'll go from there. So we are going to bring RPMs up to 1700. Check our left magneto, about a 150 drop. Right magneto, stayed the same, and then back to both, and back to normal. Drop the power down to idle. We're good there. So bring it up to 1000. Check, make sure flaps are down. Flaps are down, and we are ready to go. Montauk traffic, Bonanza 411 Hotel Zulu, taking the active 24, gonna be departure to the west. Montauk traffic. Go ahead and push that power in. There's 80. Rotate. Already much better than last time. So we bring our gear up. Looking for 500. There it is. Flaps. Ooh, a little bit of turbulence. Montauk traffic, Bonanza 411 Hotel Zulu, departing the area to the west. Final call, Montauk traffic. So we'll go ahead and make our radio call, and we'll head towards the big city of New York. So we'll go ahead and level off right here at about 2500. I did go over a little bit, but that'll be okay. But we are going to be racing the sun tonight to hopefully get to the Statue of Liberty before it's dark. So there's 2500. We'll go ahead and kick autopilot on, altitude hold, and we'll go over to nav. And then I'm just gonna switch over. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna kick up power a little bit, and then we'll lean out the engine. So about right there. We're looking good on gas. I don't need to switch tanks yet. So I'm gonna switch it over to New York Center and just enjoy the flight. My GPS, or my what's it called? I forgot what it was called. I'll remember later. But it does say there's traffic off to our 9-10 o'clock ish. So we'll be looking for them. My my map is saying they're up at, or they're descending through about 12,000 right now. So they're all the way over there on that coastline. So, oh, there they are. So there's our first traffic of the trip. Hopefully there's a lot more of it. And if anybody else has this VTEL, it's not the one that's in the Microsoft store, or like the flight, or the Microsoft Flight Sim store. It's I forgot who made it, but if anybody knows if there's a second radio and where that's at, I would really appreciate knowing. But it's alright, I can work with just one. I'm not for sure what this is, but um I'm pretty sure I know we did that. Okay, Pitot heat as required, not required. Transponder on, taxi lights off. Those are off. Landing lights. Oh, that's before takeoff. We go after takeoff. Landing gear up, flaps up, cow flaps closed. That's what I thought. Landing off, fuel pump off, fuel transfer pumps as required.
FedEx 429, turn right direct wavy. Alright, direct wavy, FedEx 429.
So once we get up here, we are going to stay out of this airspace right here. So we will have to go around that. Then we will make our way up to the Hudson River, and then we will have to stay at or below 1,000 feet down the Hudson River. And then we'll stay below the Class Bravo until we get outside of it, and then it'll be our altitude. Then we'll hit whatever, I forgot what airport that was. But I might be stopping either there or at Gettysburg tonight. The Gettysburg battlefield is pretty cool to see.
FedEx 429, you clear direct Yazoo, climb and maintain flight level 230. Direct Yazoo, level 230, FedEx 429.
I saw another YouTuber do it, and I was kind of wanting to try it. Yeah, I've never been there in the flight sim, but I was wanting to try it, so we might wait till day, or it's light outside to go there. But I am going to go ahead and check my charts just to make sure I'm not breaking any rules. So we are going to need to be below, I'm pretty sure that means above 7,000 or below 3,000. So as long as we stay at 2,500, we should be good.
You're leaving my airspace. Washington Center is closed. Frequency change approved. Green account has to run FedEx 429.
So this airspace right here is going to be, I think I'm just going to go around it so I won't have to worry about it. So once we hit the Hudson River, we'll go ahead and drop it down to about 1,000 feet. There is we can go ahead and get LaGuardia, their ATIS, to get our altimeter. So what I'm gonna do right now, though, I'm gonna bring my heading bug about 15 degrees to the left and switch over to heading mode. And then hopefully that'll get us to where we'll be going away from their airspace. We'll go outside of that and just go around it. We'll just go to, we'll use our VFR map with the new update. And we will grab Teterboro. Their altimeter is going to be 3014. So if we go over to 3014, we should be good. If we're pretty much already there. So about right there. We are going to go ahead and switch tanks though, so we're going to bring our fuel pump on. Switch over to our right tank. Check our fuel flow to make sure we're good. And turn that back off. Virtual fuel is free, so I'm running my engine pretty hard right now. Just barely in the green and about 21 gallons per hour. So we have 80 gallons of fuel on board, so we should be fine on fuel. So the 30 degrees is going to get us outside of their airspace. Then once we get to about midway here, we will turn back to get on course. So we're about halfway past their airspace. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn 30 degrees
Good evening, Center.
back to the right.
Climbing through 2000 for departure. American 20 New York Center radar contact. Climb and maintain 7,000. Climb and maintain 7,000. American 2920.
So that's not gonna put us directly back on course, but it should keep us out of the New York class Bravo. So we should be good.
American 3 Tango Golf, clear direct Westminster, Echo, Mike, India. Clear direct Echo, Mike, India, American 3 Tango. American 2920, turn left heading 050. Left heading 050, American 2920.
So just to get some ATC coverage, I think after we get out of the Hudson River corridor, I'm gonna go ahead and ask for flight following to Pottstown. That way I'm not worried about altitude or anything, and hopefully get cleared through the Bravo. And then that way we're not going all the way down here and then out. We can just go straight there. And then Potomac approach is on, which should be what we need to land at Pottstown. So hopefully we'll have air traffic control coverage the whole way in. Pottstown is going to be KPTW. I'm gonna go over here to Chart Fox real quick. KPTW. So they have approaches. So I'm just gonna pull up an RNAV approach. They do not have a tower.
Climb and maintain flight level 200. Climb and maintain 200 for American 2920.
They do not have a tower. It would be up here. So we're not going to need clearance to land. So once I get close, I can just cancel the flight following, and then we won't have to worry about it. But once again, I need to be at or below 3,000 to stay below the class Bravo. But once I hit the river, so I should be good. I technically could come, we're about right here. I could come straight here, but I'd rather not do anything wrong. So, and I'm not completely for sure. So we're just gonna go straight up here and then come all the way down. And hopefully we'll beat the sun. But there's all my clothes and then all my food for this long trip.
Frontier Flight 2519, leaving my airspace. Washington Center is closed. Frequency change approved. Alright, going over the intercom. Have a great evening, Frontier Flight 2519.
With it gonna be getting dark, I think I am just going to stop at Pottstown. So I'm gonna come here, go to my flight plan, and then I'm not for sure how to delete that, to be honest. So I just won't worry about it. But
American 2920, turn left direct neon.
I'm gonna turn about
Left direct neon, American 2920.
10 degrees back to the left. Hopefully make that a little bit shorter.
American 3 Tango Golf, leaving my airspace. Washington Center is closed. Frequency change approved. Oh, Unicom for American 3 Tango Golf. Thank you.
So there's the Hudson River up there. We'll hit that and then follow it all the way down through New York. We have a little bit of traffic right there. That's going to be a A320 departing from JFK. He's at about 14,000 feet right now, so we probably won't see him. I don't know what that does, so I should probably leave it alone. So coming up on the Hudson River now, I'm going to go ahead and start my descent down to, I'm just going to go with 900 feet to give myself a little bit of a buffer. So we'll bring that down to 9,000. Go ahead and click on vertical speed. And then we'll descend at 400 feet a minute. That's a little bit more than 400 feet a minute though. So we're going to pull that back up. Off vertical speed. There we go. There's 400 feet a minute. I don't know what happened there. And then we're just going to, for now, we'll fly this with our heading bug. Just button flying. We'll swing it over to the left a little bit. Starting to hit some bumpy air. Probably going way too fast. So I'm going to pull back on my power a little bit. It's a nice little golf course. Man, I still didn't bring that far enough around. Right here.
New York Center, good evening. This is JetBlue 1652 at flight level 350. JetBlue 1652, good evening, New York Center, welcome aboard. Hello.
So about right there should be good.
Report to American 2038, 1.9, comment 5,000. American 2038, New York Center, radar contact, climb and maintain 7,000. 7,000, American 2038.
We're just going to ignore that. Bring this back to the right a little bit. So there's a bridge that goes into the water. Not really for sure what that's all about. So when you're flying through this corridor, what you do, you go over to advisory and you make callouts on what waypoints you're over. So there's a bridge and there's obviously the Statue of Liberty, but you technically don't have to. It's just a courtesy thing. But just to add to the realism, I probably will. I wish some of these clouds would move so we could get a little bit more sunlight before we get into downtown New York City. Or not downtown, but by New York City.
JetBlue 2038, climb and maintain flight level 220.
So we are at 900 feet. The corridor starts right here at this transition into that shelf. So I'm going to go ahead and turn heading mode off, and then I'll be steering it for now, and then I might hand fly up and down later. Go ahead and bring that over here. Just wanted to pull to the right, or to the left. I'm gonna go ahead and switch heading mode back on and see if that helps.
American 2038, proceed to Rick Robbinsville.
Yeah, that's helping. I am gonna stay on my right tank for a little bit longer. Once I get both down to about half, I'm going to go ahead and refuel both of them with my tip tanks.
JetBlue 1652, descend and maintain flight level 270.
I'm
maintain level 270, check for 1652.
I'm not for sure if that's the way you're supposed to do it, but that's what we'll be doing. So I forgot what bridge this is. I'm gonna have to go and look real quick. When we pass over the top of this, I'm going to make my first call out.
New York Center, Sun 98 is at 5,000. Sun 98, New York Center, squawk 7115. 7115, Sun 98. Sun 98, radar contact, climb maintain 10,000. The Philly altimeter 3019. 10,000 and 3019, Sun 98.
I couldn't find what bridge it was, but I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to 122.8, and we will make our first call out. Hudson Corridor, Bonanza 411 Hotel Zulu, just passing the northernmost bridge, Hudson Corridor traffic. So the plane's going to pull, well, it's trying to follow that heading again. So I guess it just wants to roll all the way over there now. So we're going to switch heading off and then back on. And I guess it doesn't want to do it. So autopilot's now disconnected. And I'm just going to hand fly this. We'll try to stay level at about 700. So in the real world, usually this is where all the tourist helicopters and everything like that flies. But there's not very much of that on Microsoft Flight Simulator, so I'm gonna go ahead and try my autopilot one more time. So autopilot, it's wanting to roll to the left for some reason. I am not for sure why. Autopilot again. And I guess there's something picking up. I guess there's an automated weather service with 122.8, which I think this is that. Which I think that's dumb. So
Maintain 5,000, expect 10,000, 10 minutes after. Departure would be squawk 7132.
here's New York. The Statue of Liberty is right up here on our right.
Kenmore 526, readback is correct. Expect runway 27 right for departure. This information Bravo is current call when ready for taxi. American 2920, descend and maintain 6,000. The Elmira altimeter 3030. Descend and maintain 6,000. American 2920.
So we're just now by the World Trade Center. The museum down there is super cool. We'll switch back over to advisory and see if we still pick up weather. Yeah, we're going to. I'm gonna go ahead and make the call out anyways though. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of that. Go outside. And we'll go ahead and get a picture with the Statue of Liberty. There's my photo shoot for the day. We'll bring that back up in the bottom. I'm gonna make a left-hand turn here. I'm going to be in New York Approach, so I'm gonna be on 120.8. Go to switch that one over to 120.8. There's 120.8. Dang, those clouds look super cool. So I'm gonna make one more radio call saying that I'm exiting the area. Then I will switch over to New York Approach. Hudson River corridor traffic. Bonanza 411 Hotel Zulu exiting the airspace to the south. Hudson River corridor traffic. Alright, so now I'm going to switch over to New York Approach. I'm going to, and I want to make sure that I am staying in their airspace. Which, as long as I fly towards this corner of the water, I should be good. So I'm going to go back onto autopilot and go over to my nav mode and see if it'll take. I'm going to level at 1,000 feet. And we will give them a call. New York Approach, Bonanza 411 Hotel Zulu, just south of the Hudson River with request.
Bonanza 411 Hotel Zulu, go with request, but I am not covering the airspace you're in.
Okay, I am looking for VFR flight following to the Kilo Papa Tango Whiskey Airport.
Yeah, I don't cover that. You'll have to stay on Unicom for that.
Okay, I appreciate the help.
You got it. Have a nice night.
You too. Alright, so on the Vatsim map, it says he's covering the area. So I'm not really for sure what's going on. So I think I'm going to switch over to New York Center and see if he can help me out. So I am going to go ahead and check Sky Vector before I do this. But I am in this area right here. So I should be out of the airspace at 2,500. So you don't want to bring me up way too high again. Sometimes this autopilot can be a little bit. Maybe that's what I'm needing to do. So we'll go up at about. That's what it is. I gotta turn altitude hold mode off. That makes sense. So we'll climb to 2,500, then call up New York Center for flight following. And if anybody's watching, it is time to be real. Just gonna put that out there. So we'll go over to Unicom for now. And then New York Center is on 125.325. Okay, we'll go over to New York Center. I need to figure out
Kenmore 556, short 27 right, ready to go. Kenmore 565, runway heading.
what VOR that is.
Wind 3306, runway 27 right, you're clear for takeoff. Runway heading 27 right, clear for takeoff, Kenmore 556. American 2920, turn right heading 290. Right heading 290, American 2920.
It's not gonna tell me. Oh, it's gonna tell me right there. That's the Robbinsville VOR. The one I'm by now.
New York, Lufthansa 2143 Heavy. We are requesting flight following, currently maintaining 310.
Lufthansa 2143, closing at this time, squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
VFR frequency change approved, Lufthansa 2143 Heavy, RP9.
Alright, it looks like New York Center is closing, so we are.
American 2038, leaving my airspace. Washington Center is closed, frequency change approved. American 2038, good day. Kenmore 556, radar contact, climb and maintain 10,000. 10,000, Kenmore 556.
I guess they're not closing. We are going to. We are about. I don't really know how many miles away we are.
American 2920, turn right heading 310. Right 310, American.
But
10 more, 526, proceed to
we
radio
should be able to see
Medina.
them.
Correct Medina, 10 more, 556.
They're gonna be under or above the clouds, I guess. I'm just gonna go ahead and go direct to. Oh, I forgot what it was. I'm gonna go ahead and go direct to the. Oh, I guess that's not even on there. We'll go direct to the KPTW. We'll go direct to. Wow, this is gonna bother me. I don't know if I want to go there. Pottstown, that's where I want to go. We're gonna go ahead and go to Philadelphia. We'll go ahead and go to Philadelphia. And then we'll make our way. W05. We're gonna go ahead and go to Philadelphia. So I'm gonna call it for flight following in case air traffic control comes online.
American 2920, no, I'm going to stick around. I haven't done an approach into Elmira in forever, so. Alrighty, sounds good. I hate to be a burden, that's all. American 2920. Yeah, the western airports and the airspace don't get that much use, so I thought it's always good for me to practice procedures for out there. Roger that. Happy to facilitate. American 2920. American 2920, descend and maintain 3,200. Descend and maintain 3,200. American 2920. Evening, New York. Expect jet 228 from the ground at Peterborough. You closing up or staying up? Expect jet 229 at 228. I'm closing at this time. Roger.
So I can't tell if he's closing or not. So I'm just gonna go ahead and call him and see.
Kenmore 56, contact Potomac approach on 119.85. 1985, Kenmore 556. American 2920, turn right direct Jokin, cross Jokin 3,400, third ILS runway 6 approach.
New York Center, Bonanza 411 Hotel Zulu, at 2,500 feet above the Robbinsville VOR with request.
Bonanza 1 Hotel Zulu, I'm closing at this time, switch Unicom.
Over to you, Unicom. Thanks for the help. And that is my luck for this flight tonight. So we'll go over to Philadelphia. We'll go. So since we're direct Philadelphia, so our new flight plan for this trip, we are going to go. We've gone there. We'll go K. We'll go Philadelphia. Wait, maybe not. Philadelphia. Then I really want to fly over the White House. So there is a airport. It might be this one. Anyways, there's an airport somewhere around here where you're flying by the White House, or where you can see the White House on your approach. So then we'll make our way down here. I thought it was. Yeah, it's Ronald Reagan. Right here. This is airport. So, we'll make our way down to DCA. We'll make our way down here. And then we'll come back up to W05. Then we'll fly north, go to Gettysburg, and then go to Allegheny County. So that's our new plan. I don't want to fly into Washington tonight, because I want to be able to see the White House and everything. So, and I mean, I've already been up in the air for about an hour, so we'll stop at Philadelphia tonight and then make our way to that White House on the next stream. I'm gonna go ahead and increase my throttle though, or my power, whatever you want to call it. And we will go over to Unicom. I don't understand why. Huh. I don't know what this November 1-2 airport is, but it's kind of getting on my nerves. We'll just go ahead and switch over to that. We'll go into our VFR map. Philadelphia ADIS is give you 133.4. So we'll go over to 133.4. And see what it's looking like. Alright, so Washington Center is now online. I'm gonna go ahead and go to Ronald Reagan tonight. It can't be that much farther. So we'll go direct. We'll go right there. So we're not gonna need that anymore. We are going to need to go over to, it is not technically, they're not technically, Washington Center is not technically on yet, so we'll have to wait for a little bit, and then we will head that way, or call them up for flight following. Okay, Washington Center is going to be on 133.725. 133.725, and we'll try to get in.
Delta 538 Washington Center, squawk 0540. Delta 538 negative, squawk 0540. Sky Blue 1 radar contact 30 miles northwest of the Wilmington VOR, level 360, same knock number. Sky Blue 1, descend and maintain flight level 340 for traffic. That'll be your final for traffic.
Washington Center, Bonanza 411 Hotel Zulu, level 2500, looking for VFR flight following to the Ronald Reagan International.
Can you stay position?
Could you repeat that again?
Stay position.
The north side of your airspace. I'm not for sure what I'm over.
November 411 Hotel Zulu, not my airspace, you're in Philly's airspace. Call me back in about, or call Potomac in about 50 miles.
Alright, we'll call Potomac in about 50 miles.
Washington Center, good evening, American 2799, flight level 330. American 2799, Washington Center,
Alright,
05
so
South.
the Vatsim map's saying I'm in their airspace, but when that hits about 65 miles left,
14 with you, flight level 370.
I'll go ahead and contact Potomac approach.
Delta 714, Washington Center, squawk 0513. Washington Center, you got it, 760 out of 13 for climate, 190, direct to Kingston and first one present.
So there's Philadelphia International.
3 Delta 714. Delta 538 radar contact 26 miles southwest of the Sandhills VOR. Delta 538 descend via Dipster 1 arrival Raleigh's landing east of the Raleigh altimeter. I'll get that for you.
So there's Philadelphia. Their baseball field, the Phillies baseball field, it's probably around here somewhere if we can find it.
Delta 714 radar contact 40 miles south of Washington VOR level 370. American 2799 radar contact 26 miles south of Flat Rock VOR level 330.
While we have some time, we'll go back. We'll go over to ChartFox. DCW, if that was right. What was it? DCA. And we will get their airport diagram. And then their ATIS is going to be a 132.65. But it looks like I'm too far to pick it up. So Potomac approach is going to be on 119.85. So 119.85. So we'll go ahead and switch over to them. And then I'll make sure I added that. That's added up there. So hopefully I can land runway 22, then go to the GA ramp. Okay, that should be all I need. So, we're going. Everything's going pretty smooth so far. I wish we had better air traffic control. Depending on controllers, I might file VFR for our next couple legs. Might fly VFR. I'm not for sure yet. If I fly VFR next time, we might land at a few more airports along the way.
contact Baltimore, Kenmore 556. Potomac approach on back American 2799 is 230 Raven 6. American 2799 Potomac approach, hello, descend via the Raven 6, expect the ILS runway 33 left, the Baltimore altimeter 3022. 3022, expect the ILS 33 left, continue via the Raven 6, American 2799. MR 556, depart the Baltimore VOR, heading 210, expect vectors for the Mount Vernon visual runway 1 approach. 210 after Baltimore, expect visual Kenmore 556.
So we're gonna try and get the ATIS again for DC. Alright, we're still not picking it up. Okay, well, I completely forgot to switch tanks. So we're gonna go here, go fuel pump, go to the left tank, and wow, that could have been really bad. We're gonna go ahead and put some fuel from the right tip tank into the right to try to even those out. Just a little bit though, not much, because I still want to have a lot of weight on the wings. And we'll just go ahead and fill both of them up till I feel it's about right.
Number 378 Lima, clear direct to the Charlottesville Airport. Big Charlotte Airport, 378 Lima. Southwest 1020, that does the trick to radar contact 32 northeast of Westminster at 10,000. Descend via the Trish 3 arrival, expect the ILS runway 33 left, the Baltimore altimeter 3022.
Then I am on Potomac approach.
022, expect the ILS runway 33 left, we descending via the Trish 3 arrival, Southwest 1020.
So those are transferring. So I'm I'm gonna go ahead and turn the left one off. It didn't really do much, but I'll probably bring the right one until about right here-ish, and I'll go ahead and switch that off. There might be traffic off to our left. We should be able to see him. I thought I saw him for a sec. Yeah, there he is. He's up there. There he is. We are almost into his airspace.
And November 378 Lima, just had a couple of reports of light to moderate turbulence from 14,000 to flight level 210, just to the west of your position there. So if you have any turbulence, if you could just let us know. All right, thank you so much. 378 Lima.
We'll try for the ATIS again. Still nothing. It says there's traffic far back right. I'm not seeing any. And turn those back down a little bit. Hey, that right tank is... It's about right-ish. We'll go ahead and see if I can get a altimeter reading from something around here. Nothing there.
Departure radar, contact, climb and maintain flight level 190. 190.
Nothing there.
Kenmore 556 has Zulu at Reagan. Kenmore 556, thank you. Has Oscar at Bali World.
3002 is what we're gonna go with. 3022 is what I meant. That's a lot more even. I like that a lot better.
November 378 Lima, Charlottesville, showing 3304. Clear and a million, and the altimeter is 3025 when able to see your approach. Yeah, we like to see if you have a runway step by 300. Skyhawk 85 Quebec to the Charlottesville, altimeter 3025. 3025, back to that thing.
So we're fixing to cross into his airspace. Once we get to about right there.
Yeah, we request our number. Jackie, runway to 1 Charlottesville. November 378 Lima, Roger. When able, you clear direct to Widow and across Widow at or above 4,300. Right, direct Widow and 4,300. 378 Lima.
So we're just now crossing into his airspace. That airport is...
491, contact Washington Center now 133.72.
We'll call it Aberdeen.
133.72, thanks for your help, American 491. See ya.
Potomac approach, Bonanza 411 Hotel Zulu. Just to the south of Aberdeen at 2,500 VFR, looking for a request.
Delta 5619 Potomac approach, low descend via the deal 3 arrival, expect the Mount Vernon visual runway 1 approach, the Washington altimeter 3025.
Alright, so I'm probably gonna have to try that.
Potomac, good evening, American 2053 with you, passing 3000, limited 5000. American 2053 Potomac departure radar contact, climb and maintain to level 210. 210, 2053.
And we are
And Delta 5619, just confirm you got descend via the deal 3, Mount Vernon
currently
visual runway 1.
racing United Airlines. No, that's gonna be Southwest. But
Kenmore 556, descend and maintain 6000. 6000, Kenmore 556. Aircraft calling me south of Aberdeen, say the call sign.
November 411 Hotel Zulu.
November 411 Hotel Zulu, Potomac approach, low squawk 2130.
Squawk 2130. Potomac approach, November 411 Hotel Zulu. We're looking for a VFR flight following to the Ronald Reagan International Airport.
November 411 Hotel Zulu, roger. Say your aircraft name.
Beechcraft Bonanza. So right now he should be working on setting us up a flight plan. That way it shows up on Vatsim.
Okay, Bonanza 411 Hotel Zulu, roger. Cleared into the Washington class Bravo airspace. Maintain VFR at 2,500 and advise prior to any altitude changes.
Okay, November 411 Hotel Zulu is cleared into the Class Bravo airspace. Maintain VFR at 2,500 and advise for altitude changes.
Departure American 2190, 2,500 with 5,000.
Alright, so
American 2190 Potomac departure radar contact, climb and maintain to level 190.
Flight level 190, American 2190.
American 2799, fly heading 050, descend and maintain 3000.
so basically
050,
now what he
down to
did,
3000, 2799.
if we go here and we go to Vatsim map, our flight plan should be, it should have us going to Ronald Reagan International.
And November 1 Hotel Zulu, the Baltimore altimeter is 3022.
3022 on the altimeter. So what he did was he came and he made it to where it said we're going to Ronald
2799,
Reagan.
clear direct Jans, cross Jans at 3000, cleared ILS runway 33 left approach.
So when
Clear
we
direct Jans,
transfer over
30
to
minutes, cleared ILS 33 left approach, American 2799.
Reagan,
Southwest 1020, reduce speed to 180.
when we transfer,
180, Southwest 1020.
wow, when we transfer over to Reagan Tower, they're gonna know, or like when like
American 2053,
they see us,
contact
they're gonna know where we're
177 at
going.
133.72, good day.
13372, have a good one, American 2053.
I know that probably didn't make any sense. So their ATIS is gonna be information Zulu, and it's going to be wind 330,
Bonanza 1 Hotel Zulu, fly heading 210, vectors traffic.
fly heading 210, 411 Hotel Zulu.
And that 411 Hotel Zulu, traffic 11 o'clock at 10 miles, turning southeastbound now at 4000, Southwest 737. He'll be base to final for Baltimore.
Okay, we have the traffic in sight for 411 Hotel Zulu.
Roger. Kenmore 556, fly present heading, descend and maintain 4000, vectors for the Mount Vernon visual runway 1.
So we're gonna move over to 210, or heading at 210, and then I can't really see where it's at on. So we're gonna switch over to heading. I don't know why it doesn't.
Stand by just one. Phenom 78 Lima at Widow cleared ILS runway 21, correction, at Widow cleared RNAV Yankee runway 21 approach. Okay, then Widow VFR RNAV Yankee runway 21 approach, please. American 2190, contact Washington Center 133.72, good day.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
American 2190. Southwest 1020, turn right heading 240, Vector's final approach, descend and maintain 3000.
So there's 210
Approach, descend
right
and
there.
maintain 3000, 240 for Southwest 1020.
I don't know why it's acting all funky.
Potomac departure, American 1554, with you 3.5 for 5.
American 1554, Potomac departure, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 190.
Maintain level 190, American 1554.
November 6298, Papa Potomac, hello, I have your flight plan, squawk 2131, and expect runway 2, let me know when you're ready for taxi. Okay, November 98, Papa, runway 21, taxi via Kilo, or correction, runway 2, taxi via Kilo and Alpha to Richmond altimeter 3022. Southwest 1020, turn right heading 300, and traffic to follow 10 o'clock, and 6 miles north, westbound 3,500, a 737, report in sight. 330, and we have the traffic in sight. Southwest 1020. Southwest 1020, roger, cleared, follow that traffic, cleared visual approach, runway 33 left. Visual approach, 33 left, Southwest 1020. Southwest 1020, as you turn traffic 2 to 3 o'clock at 5 miles south, westbound at 2,500 is a Beechcraft. He's restricted to 2,500. We have the traffic in sight. Southwest 1020, roger, maintain visual separation from the Beechcraft.
So I don't know.
Beach 411 Hotel Zulu 737 has you in sight. He'll maintain visual separation.
We'll maintain visual separation for 411 Hotel Zulu. So I don't know why this airplane's acting like this. The autopilot's pretty it's funky sometimes.
American 2053, contact Washington Center 133.72.
And click that on and see what happens. So my autopilot's not wanting to work.
Charlottesville 13304, runway 21, clear to land.
We're gonna go here and go
wind 2907, runway 33 left, clear to land.
avionics off and then avionics on.
Southwest 1020, number 2, following the 737, runway 33 left, clear to land, the wind 2907. 33 left, clear to land, number 2, Southwest 1020.
So I really need the ATIS. So it's going to be Zulu 3025
American 1554, contact
and then
now 133.72, good day.
okay.
November 1 Hotel Zulu, clear direct to Washington National.
Clear direct Washington National 411 Hotel Zulu.
American 1554.
So we're gonna go ahead and turn direct for Washington.
1554, good day.
Delta 5619 flighting 260, descend and maintain 7,000 vectors to the Mount Vernon visual runway 1. Kenmore 556 in Potomac River, 12 o'clock and 3 miles. Report when you have it in sight.
Airport, and the river in sight, Kenmore 556.
Kenmore 556, clear Mount Vernon visual runway 1 approach.
Clear visual, runway 1, Kenmore 556.
Delta 5619 Potomac. Delta 5619 flighting 260, descend and maintain 7,000 vectors final approach. Heading 260.
Potomac approach, good evening, reach 150 on the ground at Andrews, looking to pick up IVAR.
Reach 150 Potomac, hello on request. November 985 Quebec, contact Washington Center 133.7.
So I'm gonna go ahead and drop down my power a little bit.
Kenmore 556, contact Washington Tower on 119.1, good landing.
1910, Kenmore 556.
November 1698 Papa, clearance 01006. November 1698 Papa, radar contact.
Thank you.
And maintain VFR.
Maintain VFR.
American 2799, welcome to Baltimore. Exit right and taxi to the ramp with me this frequency. Good day.
Right when able and with you for the taxi, 2799, thanks again.
November 378 Lima, welcome to Charlottesville. Taxi to the ramp via Alpha this frequency. Good day.
Potomac, good evening, Lufthansa 415 Heavy at Dallas, requesting the IFR to Munich in Kilo.
Lufthansa 415 Heavy Potomac, departure hello, clearance is on request.
So we'll go ahead and do this. We are on the fullest tank, altimeter set, make sure rich, prop full forward landing gear. We will stop there.
Contact Washington Tower on 119.1.
Over to tower on 119.1. So we're gonna go ahead and switch over to tower. We'll contact them and they should give us vectors.
415 Heavy cleared to Munich, Jacoby for departure, Swan transition as filed. Maintain 3000, expect flight level 370 and 10 minutes, squawk 2134. Roger, we're clear to Munich via the Jacoby for departure, Swan transition, climb 3000, 10 minutes after departure, squawk 2134, Lufthansa 415. Which runway can we expect? Lufthansa 415 Heavy, reback correct, expect runway 1 right and call ready for taxi. Roger, 1 right, we'll call you ready for taxi, Lufthansa 415 Heavy.
Southwest 1020, vacated runway 40 left, and we are currently on top off.
Southwest 1020, welcome to Baltimore, taxi to the ramp with me, this frequency, good day.
Taxi to the ramp, good day.
Washington Tower, Bonanza 411 Hotel Zulu, 8 miles east of the airport. So right here is when it gets kind of confusing. So I'm just trying to slow down as much as possible because I haven't been told what to do yet.
Expect flight level 210 in 10 minutes, that'll be your cruise. Squawk 2135.
I'm clear to Rock via the Jacoby 1 Swan transition. Expect 3000, and then we'll go to 210, get our final cruise on squawk 2135 for American 233.
American 233, reback. Toma, good. Departure, reach 150, ready, 1 left. Reach 150, the wind 33010, runway 1 left, clear for takeoff. Runway 1 left, clear for takeoff, reach 150.
Washington Tower, Bonanza 411 Hotel Zulu, 3 miles east of the airport with information Zulu, looking for a full stop landing.
Beach 1 Hotel Zulu, you're still on approach frequency. Try tower on 119.1.
That's my bad, I forgot to hit switch. Washington Tower, Bonanza 411 Hotel Zulu, 2.5 miles east of the airport, looking for a full stop landing.
Bonanza 411 Hotel Zulu, Washington Tower, you able to take a right base runway 4?
Yeah, we'll go right base, runway 4.
411 Hotel Zulu, actually disregard that if you're still 2,100. Enter left, enter right downwind runway 1.
We'll enter a right downwind runway 1.
That's a 411 Hotel Zulu. If you're going to be a right base runway 1, you should be proceeding southbound right now.
That's my apologies. I got my rights and lefts mixed up.
411 Hotel Zulu, no problem. Cross midfield at or above 1,500, and then make a left downwind runway 1.
We'll cross midfield at or below 1,000. Then make a left downwind, runway 1. So I've dropped my gear already. I'm gonna go ahead and go landing light, taxi light on. I'm going to, so runway 1 is gonna be that one right there, the big one. So we'll fly our downwind right here.
Delta 5619 Washington Tower, wind 330 at 10. Traffic is a bonanza, turning a 2-mile left base, runway 1. Follow that traffic, runway 1, clear to land.
So we're gonna,
And at the 411 Hotel Zulu, traffic is a Delta A320 on a 7-mile final, wind 330 at 10, runway 1, clear to land.
runway 1 cleared to land. 411 Hotel Zulu. So we're gonna try to make this as short and sweet as possible, because we do have traffic behind us. Then we'll probably take a left-hand turnout on what's going to be, or a left-hand exit off the runway on what's going to be Foxtrot. So hold it just with the ground. Let that airspeed come out. Forgot my gear, so I'm gonna hold that up in the air. That could have been really bad.
And at the 411 Hotel Zulu, left Golf, join Juliet, ground point 7. See you.
Left-hand turn on Golf, and then Juliet. See it. Tower, I missed Golf. Could I go up to the next one?
Yeah, next left November, and then November Juliet, contact ground point 7. See you.
Okay, next left on November and then ground, point 7. See it. So that was pretty iffy too. So I missed Golf. We are currently on November, so ground is going to be on 121.7. And then we will contact ground. Washington ground, Bonanza 411 Hotel Zulu. Clear runway 1 on taxiway November, looking to go to GA parking.
411 Hotel
Washington ground, November 411 Hotel Zulu, clear runway 1 on taxiway November, looking to go to GA parking.
November 411 Hotel Zulu, you can taxi to parking via Kilo, good day.
Taxi via Kilo, have a great night. So, I turned my landing light on, but I guess it's not very bright. I don't know what's going on. We might be switching planes. So, I didn't even check to make sure this is Kilo. So, I'm currently on Kilo. Actually, I'm fixing to be after I gotta hop over to the right one. Alright. So now I'm currently on Kilo, and then I'll be going down to GA parking all the way down at the bottom. So I don't know what's been going on recently with just how I've been flying, but I don't know, I'll get there eventually, I guess.
American 4 Eric 6, request pushback and taxi information.
American 496, you can push on the Kilo as approved, and you can call ready to taxi.
Clear for pushback on Kilo, American 4 Eric 6.
So other than me forgetting to switch off of my previous frequencies twice, it wasn't as bad of a flight, but I guess we're improving. I guess I start putting stuff on YouTube and I forget how to do everything else. So it looks like we got in just in time because it looks like there's some weather coming in. Or some clouds. I was flying VFR, so we might be switching airplanes, but I'm not for sure yet. I'm gonna go over here and I'm just gonna park beside the fuel pump, and then that way we can refuel.
Attention on the frequency, Washington ground is now closed. If you have requests, you can contact Washington Tower 119.1. Good night, everyone.
So we'll leave that for later. Parking brake is on. We will go. I guess I didn't do all that right. After landing, transponder will go standby, flaps up, cow flaps open, landing light, I guess off, it never really turned on. Off, taxi light, we're going to turn fuel pump off, shut down, parking brake set, throttle 1000, avionics off, mixture, we're going to open our door and window, the mixture cut off. Yeah, it just did. So that's gonna be it. We'll go lights off and battery alt. And then I will go ahead and refill. Alright, well, we'll disconnect from Vatsim, and that's gonna be the stream. So everyone have a great night.